So let's take a look at an area question from the 2014 Leaving Cert Ordinary Level Sample Paper 2. It's question 5, and we're asked to use the trapezoidal rule to estimate the area of this given shape. We have no measurements on this diagram yet, and so what we have to do is we have to take out a ruler and include appropriate measurements on the diagram so that we can use them with the trapezoidal rule. The first measurement we're going to take is the distance from A to B. We're asked to divide this into 5 equal intervals. So if we take 14.5 and divide it by 5, we get that these intervals will be 2.9 centimeters wide. So we're going to take measurements every 2.9 centimeters. The first measurement is obviously the first height, which we're going to use our ruler to measure to be 4.4 centimeters. We move over 2.9 and draw a perpendicular line up until it hits the uneven edge, and we can see that this measurement is 5.6. We move over another 2.9 and draw a perpendicular line up to get a measurement of 4.9. We measure 2.9 centimeters again along AB, and we have a perpendicular height of 3.3. So again go 2.9 centimeters across the line AB, draw a perpendicular line up until it hits the uneven edge, and we get a measurement of 3.7. The last 2.9 centimeters arrives at B, and we can see that at the point B there's no height. It has a height of 0. So now we have appropriate measurements that we're going to be able to use with the trapezoidal rule. The trapezoidal rule is as follows. It's in our tables. A useful way to remember the trapezoidal rule is that the area is equal to h over 2, where h is the gap, on the first height plus the last height plus 2 times the sum of the rest of the heights. So if we take our measurements and substitute them into the formula, we have that the area is equal to the interval 2.9 divided by 2 on the first height 4.4 plus the last height 0 plus 2 times the sum of the rest of the heights, 5.6 plus 4.9 plus 3.3 plus 3.7. 2.9 divided by 2 is 1.45. 4.4 plus 0 is 4.4. And if I add up the sum of the rest of the heights, I get 17.5. I'm going to multiply 2 by 17.5 to give me 35. I'm going to add the 35 to the 4.4 to give me 39.4. And finally, I'm going to multiply the 39.4 by the 1.45 to give me an estimated area for this shape of 57.13 centimeters squared. Making sure to reread the last line of the question, it says give your answer to the nearest centimeters squared. And so what we have to do is we have to round this off, and so the estimated area becomes 57 centimeters squared. And don't forget to include your units. If we leave out our units, we can lose 1 mark.